So you've been welding or doing weld inspections for a while now, and you're thinking about becoming a CWI. You're asking yourself, is it worth it? In my opinion, it's absolutely worth it, but there are some key aspects that you need to know and understand before taking that leap and deciding for yourself. Here are 5 things to help you make that decision. Number 1, the exam is no joke. Prepare for a grind. The CWI exam is tough, especially Part B. It's not something you just casually sign up for. You need time, discipline, and a solid study plan. If you're not ready to commit to real preparation, you're setting yourself up for frustration. But if you're willing to grind, it's absolutely achievable. I studied for 6 months before attending a 2-week seminar at Real Educational. During those 2 weeks, class was 8 hours a day from Monday through Friday. But you have to have so much homework that you'll likely spend closer to 16 hours a day studying. There was no class on Saturday or Sunday, but you still had a ton of homework. I don't think there was a day during that 2 weeks that I went to bed before midnight. You have to eliminate all distractions and become laser focused on preparing for that exam. And not only is the test a challenge itself, but it's not cheap. Between the seminar, exam fees, and time off work, becoming a CWI can cost thousands, and that can be intimidating for a lot of people. But if you plan to stay in the industry, the return on investment usually gets back pretty quick. Number 2, understand the responsibility you're taking on. Becoming a CWI isn't just a pay bump or a title upgrade. You're taking responsibility for the integrity of welds that can impact safety, quality, and entire projects. Some people love that level of accountability. Others don't want that pressure. Knowing which category that you fall into matters. Another thing to keep in mind is CWI certification doesn't just magically make you a great inspector. Your welding background and your field experience, that is what makes you valuable. The card just proves that you know the code and that you can apply it. Also, having thick skin is a plus. 9 times out of 10, you'll probably be the most hated guy or girl on the job. You'll reject welds and enforce standards that people don't always like. So if you can't handle a little confrontation or standing your ground, this job will test you. Before moving on to number 3, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps small channels like me grow, and I'd appreciate it. Number 3, your career opportunities expand immediately. Doors will open. Inspection roles, QA, QC, NDE, project oversight, and even consulting. You're no longer limited to the shop or field. If you want upward mobility, this credential accelerates it. You immediately become more valuable and more demanded. Companies trust CWIs with critical decisions, code compliance, documentation, and often require the certification for sign-off authority. It isn't just a title. It's a gateway to long-term career stability and the ability to choose the direction that you want to grow. Number 4, the pay increase can be significant. While it varies by region and industry, CWIs often earn noticeably more than welders or entry-level inspectors. But the real value is long-term, flexibility, and the ability to move into higher-level roles as you gain experience. Many CWIs eventually transition into project management or consulting roles where compensation increases again. The CWI credential puts you in a different pay bracket, and if you're willing to travel, the pay can increase substantially. I know of traveling CWIs right now in the oil and gas industry who are bringing home over $4,000 a week only working 5/10s. And I know CWIs who are working locally in Southeast Texas making $40 to $50 per hour. Some less, some more. Your pay depends on your negotiation skills, which gets easier due to the high demand for good inspectors and the leverage that actually being a CWI gives you. Number 5, it changes how you see welding forever. Once you become a CWI, you don't look at welds the same again. You start thinking in terms of codes, procedures, acceptance criteria, and documentation. If you enjoy the technical side of welding, like the why behind the work, you'll thrive. It fundamentally reshapes how you approach fabrication, quality, and the craft as a whole. But it's not just looking at welds. That lens becomes so much more broad, and it comes with so much more responsibility and a lot more paperwork. So if you hate documentation or detail-oriented tasks, then that's something that you need to consider. Becoming a CWI isn't something that you stumble into. It's a commitment. It takes time, money, discipline, and a willingness to take on real responsibility. But if you're serious about it, the payoff can be huge. At the end of the day, only you can decide if it's worth it. Some people thrive in the technical, detail-driven world of inspection, and others quickly realize it's not the path that they want. But what matters is going in with your eyes open and understanding exactly what you're signing up for. If you're willing to put in the time and effort, becoming a CWI can be one of, if not the best career moves that you could ever make. And if you do take the leap, you won't just be adding the letters CWI to your resume. You'll be stepping into a role that can literally shape the rest of your career. Following this video, I'll be creating a video breaking down the process to becoming a CWI in more detail. I'll show what the test covers, what order you take the test in, what the requirements are, which studying style worked best for me, how much it costs, and more. So subscribe to this channel if you'd like to get notified. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.